Welcome back. And before we hear from our final guests tonight, we have a message from back home from a fellow Texas Democrat to the Texas Democrats in Washington.
To the Texas Democrats in Washington, D.C., we are so proud of you. Not only have you stopped the latest attack on voting rights in Texas, but your presence in D.C. is the moral leverage necessary to get the Senate and the President of the United States to do more to pass voting rights legislation there. So know that we're grateful for you, that we have your back here in Texas, and we wish you Godspeed in everything that you do going forward.
Representative Rafael Anchía is the chair of the Mexican-American Legislative Caucus. You heard, as a group, you heard today from a variety of people. You're going to continue to hear from people. But Dolores Huerta joined you today. She's over 90 years old. She has been fighting these kinds of causes for her entire life. What did it mean to you to hear from her today? And what is the Mexican-American history of voting challenges that we're seeing also represented in this story?
Well, it was incredibly inspiring to hear from Dolores Huerta. She's an icon for millions of Latino Americans, and she's put her money where her mouth is over the years in fighting for the freedom to vote. It was important for us to hear. It really strengthens our resolve. And I just want to contextualize for everybody what we've been seeing here in Texas. The Texas legislature has found to have intentionally discriminated against the voting rights of Texans, including Latinos and African Americans, 10 times by 3 different federal courts during the last decade alone. This isn't something that you might read in old-timey textbooks or see in Super 8. This is contemporary, and this is digital, and it's happening to us right now. You know, there's also been failed voter purges by Republican Secretary of States who have been disgraced, and noncompliance with National Voter Registration Act motor voter provisions. So, you know, what we're seeing today is just a continuation of Republican attacks in Texas on the voting rights of Latinos, and we're done with it. We have to fight. And it's important. I tell you, I take this very personally because my mother's from Mexico. My father is from Spain. In Mexico, they had one-party rule for 70 years. In Spain, my dad grew up under absolute dictatorship. And so when you try to eliminate our freedom to vote in the state of Texas, when you try to make it harder rather than more accessible and safer, then we're going to stand up to protect the voting rights of millions of Texans, including Latinos.
And Representative Nicole Collier, you're chair of the Texas Legislative Black Caucus. What will you say about what the Texas Democrats did in this moment?
Well, thank you so much. You know, there are those who will say that elections are reserved for those who are part of some elite club. But that is not how Abraham Lincoln said it. Abraham Lincoln said government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Communities should be able to freely elect the candidate of their choice. They should have a representative that represents their values and their interests. Our freedom to vote is under attack, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. And so, but too often we're looking for obvious signs of suppression, but suppression doesn't have to be obvious. It's little things like long lines and empowering untrained partisan poll watchers, moving your polling location, changing the hours that the polls are open. So we have to make sure that we're mindful of these attacks because they disrupt the election process and it makes it less likely for people to participate. Mm-hmm. Voting doesn't have to be hard, but it should be fair and free. But the truth is, when they can't win voters, they change the rules. And so we need your help to contact Congress, take action, notify your representative, and ask them to pass the For the People Act and take up the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. And if you want more information, please visit freedomtovotetx.com.
Representative Collier, one quick follow-up. What's your idea of victory? What does victory look like?
Well, you know, victory can look like different things. You know, if we see Congress making steps towards passing this legislation, we're being very realistic here. We're not expecting Congress to pass this within the next 20 days. But when we see movement and when we see more people getting involved and doing their part and exercising their right to vote, that's progress.
Representative Anchía, how long do you expect to stay in Washington?
We're here for the duration. We know that the August recess starts on August 6th. Our legislative session finishes on August 7th. We plan to be here to kill these bills in Texas that make it harder to exercise our freedom to vote. You've got Democrats who are locked in, and we're planning to be here for the duration to buy Congress some time to act.
At some point, will you have to return to Texas? And when you do, will the Republican control of the legislature be able to basically have their will executed in that legislature with these laws?
Definitely, we're going to have
legislation. I mean, that's the reality. If we have a backstop that from the U.S. Senate and the Congress to make sure that we can protect voting rights, then they will not be successful, and they will have to respect the voting rights of millions of Texans, and that's the goal of this group here in Washington.